Alright, hello, hello. Getting ready here. Go to Norfolk from LaGuardia. Let's see where the real plane took off from. Gate 66. I'm not sure where Gate 66 is. I think it's one of the D gates here. Let's go off of here. That's fine. D8 departures direct gross. Alright, we're leaving LaGuardia. Let's get an actual runway dick. What are they taking off of? Looks like 4. Looks like landing and departing 4. Let's wait and see. Let's do the flight plan here in Navigraph at the same time. And this will actually tell us if they're using the that runway. Looks like, yeah, they're using 4. It looks like. See, it says departures, departing 4 and 3-1. See if they're actually departing 3-1. I don't see anybody on 3-1. So definitely, we have there's Republic. It looks like, and Southwest lining up on 4. So let's go ahead and plan on. LaGuardia 7. Let's see. For runway 4. Yeah, let's do LaGuardia 7 off runway 4. Let's expect that. Alright, that's good. Departures. Norfolk. Let's go check Norfolk. Again, let's use Navigraph. Yeah, let's do that. And LaGuardia 7 is just a heading, so looks like, let's see, 5 is the most logical into Norfolk, but I don't know what they're actually going to be running, so let's look. I don't know Norfolk very well, so I'm going to look. Let's see, that is runway 5 is the long runway, so probably take 5. Let's go take 5. I'll check that in actual flight sim. And then we have an ILS 5, so we'll add that. Alright, and let's go back to the game and figure that out. Let's see, Trex 2. See how this departure works off of. That looks fine out. That's fine. Turks 2 and then Drone 2. Drone 2 is weird. Let's do Turks 2. Let's do Turks 2. Yeah, I like that better. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's do that. Let's see what altitude they were filed at. They were planned at 2-4. 240 right there. Let's see, we're 5477. And weight and balance, let's go, I don't know, 35%. Let's try that for fuel. That looks good. Let's see if I look at Navigraph, check weather. Do they have weather in Navigraph? I can't remember. Let's see if they do or not. Alright, yeah, I think they do it. Weather. Alright, let's see. 10 statute miles clear. That looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, that looks good. I think we're good to go here. I'll fill out the Navigraph in a minute. So you can finish up YouTube. LaGuardia's. Gotta get myself a thumbnail here. Let's try that one. I haven't done an overhead. Right. Actually like that one better. That's good there. That one. Okay. Alright, good. Now I can make a thumbnail while we're going here. Alright, track error is coming off, so I can reset it. Alright, we'll go cold and dark as usual to start. Go down Norfolk and come back. Norfolk's pretty quick flight. Right, hydraulics are off, nose wheel steering is off, landing gear is down, spoiler is 0, flaps is 0, radar is off, ADG handle is stowed, emergency flap is stowed, battery master is on, electric, we have at least 22. Go back to status page first. SOV, APU and bite, SOV valve open, door is now open, spinning APU. Good, 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 good. So let's see, the real flight already arrived, it looks like. No, they're still arriving. Arriving in 15 minutes. B-21's their inbound gate. All right, go ahead and we'll get some of this upper panel going here while we work. Alright, we're up. Packs and recirc are on. Fire test I should have run before, but we'll run it now. Okay, good.
Gear bay overheat.
And we'll go IRS. Dab trim, mock trim, yaw damper I need to do again anyway. Alright, good. Let's check AC, DC, hydraulics, and we'll put it on 3A. 3A is 3,000 PSI, back to status, we're good there. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll get position inits. LaGuardia, GPS 1. Alright, we're going LaGuardia. We're going to be going to Norfolk, Virginia's. Alright, let me grab performance real quick. Full boat, 6904. And 69. Cat wants in and out constantly. What was my altitude again? 240? 240. Ah, come on, man. All right, click on the button, give it to me. Flight level 240. Alright. Departure Ryle, will be doing the Garbage 7. Off of runway 4. Arrival, going to be doing the Turks 2 to ILS runway 5. Alright, go to legs here. Let's see what we got for legs. So it'll be runway heading, then on course. So on course is going to be Jersey. Let's actually let's put it in Navigraph, and then I can see if there's airways, and I'll plumb in the airways. Jersey. Cat's just trying to do everything he possibly can to destroy my my heating in my house. Jersey. SBJ Biggie. SBJ Solberg. After Jersey. Alright, and then Biggie. Biggie, can't you see? Biggie. No, that's not the one. Where the hell is it? Stop, stop, go away. There's Biggie right here. Zoom in on it. Okay, it's got it. That looks like Q75 is the route, so. Go after SBJ. Alright, and then what's after Biggie? Copes, Stowen. Copes. Stowen. So yeah, it definitely looks like Q75. Sacre. Murph. Tubin. And we got after Tubin. Mall. Mall. Okay. Tubin, then Mall. Alright. Look at that in there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to try to put it in with the flight plan. So I got to look. So let's look at the airways because unfortunately Flightsim doesn't give me airways. So it looks like Jersey is the start of, is Jersey the start of Q75 is the question. Can't see the airway now. Jersey, is Jersey on Q75? Yeah, Jersey, Q75. Let's see where we break off of Q75. At Tubin. Alright, so let's see if we can't flight plan this in like this. So we'll try to do it off the flight plan leg. So it'll be, right, direct. Let's see, there. Turks 2. So let's go Jersey. Jersey. Let's see. I'm trying to see how to fix this up. Oh. Try to put the Q route in there. Let's actually take. Not gonna do it right. Screwed that up. So I need the arrival in there correctly. So it's Mall Fac, right? So if there's Fac, where's Mall? Mall's right there, right? Mall Fac. That's not allowed there. Alright, clear that. Clear it, go away. Alright, Mall. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's go Jersey to SBJ. All right. Direct Mall, Jersey. Let's try Victor 75. Q rather. It's Q75. Q75 to. And it's all the way to Tubin. Yeah, it's gonna screw this up. I'm just gonna put in the legs that I want. All right. Maul. I'll figure it out at some point here. Just go away, Jesus Christ. Let's see. I need to clear that. Clear. Jersey. All right, Jersey. I'm just gonna put it in by hand. I gotta figure out the Victor Airways on this one, or the Q routes. Biggie, Biggie, the 40, Biggie, Copes. After Copes, we're going to Stowen. Because you can put the whole Victor Airway and it'll put all the points in. It's just I gotta figure out, you gotta put it in just the right way or else it won't take it. Murph. Tubin. And then Maul. Yeah, it's got to be 37. Okay. So direct to Jersey, SBJ, Biggie, Copes, Stowen, Zachary, Murph, Tubin, Maul, Back 20, Russell, CM, Turks, ORF. And then we go in for the... That's good. All right, that's good. All right, that'll work. I got to figure out these airways. How's it going there, Rear Ante? Good to see you. All right, that's good. IRS is now aligned. See, it took me 100 years to do all this shit, so that's good. Let's go through. I'm just going to put in V-speeds here. All right, let's say that's all checked. Make sure yaw damper came on. Alright, before start, checklist, passenger signs are on, field elevation is set, altimeters, I gotta grab ATIS. Let's get that real quick.
LaGuardia Airport information, Kilo 1600 Zulu. Wind tree 2 tree at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 4,700 feet, few clouds at 13,500 feet. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.07.
30.07.
ILS runway 4 in use. Landing and departing runway 4. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact UF Kilo. LaGuardia Airport information, Kilo.
Clearance delivery Endeavour 5477 IFR to Norfolk, ready to copy.
Endeavour 5477 is cleared to Norfolk Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4, climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.05 squawk 5236.
5236.
Endeavour 5477 cleared to Norfolk Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4, climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 127.05 squawk 5236.
Endeavour 5477 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, we'll be taking off of runway 4. We have 7,002 feet of runway. Any emergency before 80 knots, we'll stop the runway. Anything after that, we'll only stop for critical events. After V1, we're going to go ahead and we'll handle it in the air. We'll expect to make left traffic and come back for runway 4. Right, let's go ahead and set up...
Clearance delivery Delta 2810 Heavy IFR to O'Hare, ready to copy.
That's good. Right, altimeters are 3009 within 75 feet of field elevation. FMS is checked and set.
Takeoff runway 4, climb and
Is check set. IRS is aligned. Radios and nav aids are set. Takeoff briefing's complete. All right.
Ground Endeavour 5477 requesting pushback.
Endeavour 5477 pushback request accepted.
Doors are closed. Flight controls was 6.9.
Captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Alright, spinning one. Alright, track car is coming on. Right, clear to start. Devices off, APU is on, electrics are checked, takeoff data is set, doors are closed, beacon is on, fuel pumps and quantities are set. Standby. Hydraulic pumps will put auto on, brake is going to be off. Taxi out on 1.
Ground Endeavour 5477 requesting the end of pushback.
Endeavour 5477 request to end pushback received.
Alright, 1's up, spinning 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we discuss
I
the safety
wasn't going to
features
spin
and
2, but
procedures of the
we'll run both
aircraft
of them.
in case of an emergency.
I was going to just
During an
taxi out on
emergency,
1, but
please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
alright, 2's up. Alright. AC. DC. Hydraulics. Alright, we're all set there. Let's go ahead and shut down the APU. Alright, flight controls. Alright, flight controls are free and correct.
Ground Endeavour 5477
Alright, brake check.
with Kilo ready to taxi IFR.
Alright, brakes are good.
Endeavour 5477 taxi to and hold short of runway 4 using taxiway Mike Alpha Echo Bravo. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Mike Alpha Echo Bravo, copy.
Taxiing hold short
Alright,
runway
slats flap
4 via
set
taxiway
to
Mike
8.
Alpha Echo Bravo Endeavour
Flight controls are free and
5477.
correct. Trims are 6.9 and set. Thrust reversers are armed.
Other traffic.
We'll hold position.
Hold position Endeavour
Brake temperature is
5477.
checked. Tax checklist complete. Follow this guy out.
Endeavour 5477 continue taxi.
Way ahead of you there, guy.
Roger Endeavour 5477.
Hello, CG. Hello, Sergeant. How are you guys? Good to see you guys. You were taxiing pretty fast, then you went into slow mode there, guy. What's going on here? They redid all the terminals. There's a thing you can buy, which I'm not going to buy a new airport pack, but you can buy an airport pack that has the more modern-looking terminals. LaGuardia was pretty old for quite a while, and they updated it. I think the last couple of years they finished the upgrades. Guy likes to take the turn slow. Taxi's like a bat out of hell going straight. And he has to slow down for the turns quite a bit. Oh, did it? Oh, there's the city. I think that's where the hangar is over there. As we used to, crew room was, or ready room was in the hangar.
Ground Brickyard 4640 heavy taxi to the gate.
I gotta see what I can do to update the game so it doesn't say that heavy bullshit. It's very obnoxious. You know, it's an error that happened in one of the updates from what some of the forums have been saying. It's like everybody's a heavy and that doesn't have a heavy. It defaults everybody heavy instead of defaulting everybody not to heavy.
Using taxiway Golf Bravo Golf Alpha
Kind of annoying.
4640 heavy.
Switch over to tower. Here's the ILS hold short line. We don't have to hold short here. Continue up. And we're not going to call ready until he's gone. That's, you get, student pilots will do this shit. They'll call when somebody's in front of them.
Tower Delta 990 heavy ready for departure.
Like, see, now he's calling.
To Atlanta.
Going hot Atlanta, huh?
Delta 990 heavy hold short runway.
Looking at that hold short, he's got traffic on short final. That's the other thing too. You generally would not call if you have traffic on short final like that. Because why? All they're going to do is it ties up the radio. They're going to tell you to hold short. Just sit and hold short. Then when the guy goes by you, you call it. So like right about now, he would call so he can try to make sure he gets put in position to get out after the next guy. So you just told him position hold.
4347 heavy tower. Altimeter tree 0.07, wind tree 2 tree at Niner. Cleared ILS runway 4 approach.
I was just clearing Brickyard. I thought he told this guy to go.
Cleared ILS runway 4 approach Brickyard 4347 heavy. Brickyard 5811 heavy turn next taxiway.
Yeah, he's gonna wait till he's off the runway.
5811 heavy contact ground on 127.675. Delta 990 heavy altimeter tree 0.07 wind tree 2 tree at Niner. Cleared for takeoff runway 4.
So we got a guy in short final. He's gonna probably, hopefully this guy gets out on time.
Brickyard 4347 heavy wind tree 2 tree.
That's why he would have given him a he might not give him a position hold, but he probably would. So that as soon as Brickyard clears the runway, he could shoot.
Brickyard 4347 heavy.
Like now you see he's taxiing out, that guy's still coming in. And, you know, Brickyard's been clear for a while. If they gave him a position hold, he'd be sitting out there ready to go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 Delta 990 heavy.
I'm going to call, but I doubt he's going to send me.
Tower Endeavour 5477 ready for IFR departure runway 4.
Like that guy's barely rolling. We got one coming in.
Endeavour 5477, hold short runway 4. Traffic is Airbus A20 in
Yeah,
on
he's
the
gonna
runway.
push me out after him.
Hold short runway for Endeavour 5477.
Like, if you put me in position hold, it would probably squeeze me out.
127.675.
But it would be
Brickyard
iffy.
5811 heavy. Goodbye.
Because if that plane on the taking off has an issue, then it becomes we're stuck on the runway. You gotta get me off too. You know?
Delta 9990 heavy contact New York departure on 120.4.
That Delta's off that just went.
Good day.
Yeah, that's what everybody's already figured that out too. That there's no hitbox. They didn't do as good of a job on these dualies as they really I would hoped of. You know, it should have been two independent wheels. Like, yes, it should take more power to run two wheels because you have more of a contact patch. But you know, the whole point of the two wheels, you can put down, you know, the power with double the contact patch. You also can hold double the weight. You know, but they did a cosmetic. Like, I'm gonna still use my same old tires for my trucks, and I'll use these wheelies for like light applications. Like, he would put me in position hold right now.
Brickyard 4347 heavy exit runway when able.
Brickyard doesn't have heavies, it's so obnoxious. Yeah. Yeah, I still think it's a good thing. You know, it's like, is it perfect? No. It's a good thing. I wish they had done better on it, but...
Tower Endeavour 49089 miles southwest inbound ILS runway for approach. Brickyard 4347 heavy
get me out.
contact ground
Go.
on
Send me.
121.7. Endeavour 5477 altimeter tree 0.07 wind tree 2 tree at Niner. Cleared for takeoff runway 4. Endeavour 4908
Christ,
tower.
he's gonna do this bullshit where
Altimeter
they
tree
talk over me the whole time and I
0.07 wind
can't get a
tree 2
clearance
tree at
out.
Niner. Cleared ILS runway 4 approach.
Cleared for takeoff runway for Endeavour 5477.
121.7 Brickyard 4347 heavy. Goodbye.
Alright, thrust set. Light strobes are set, fuel is cross feed, transponder TCAS is on, CAS is checked, for takeoff check complete. Airspeed's alive, 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. Select speed and heading. Speed 200. Like, so I would call these. I call these things out, and the pilot not flying would do them.
Good day.
127.05 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. New York departure Endeavour 5477 is at 1,500 feet, climbing
Stop.
13,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 New York, departure altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact continue.
Nav. So I'm still hand flying it, so I would just call it out, and the pilot not flying would do it. So speed 220. Flaps up. Alright, autopilot is, go ahead, I gotta fix this leg here. Alright, autopilot's on. Right, climb checklist. Fuel cross feeds, auto bleeds, and APU are set. Thrust reversers are off. CAS is checked. Climb checklist complete. Oh, there's the city. There's Central Park. Don't stick your head out the window. There's Central Park. There is that Brooklyn Bridge. That's Brooklyn Bridge there. I forget what this bridge is
Endeavour
here.
5477, contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day.
Good day.
121.125 Endeavour 5477.
Traffic
Goodbye.
12. Alright,
Reporting
now
airport
I
information,
can spin
uniform
my own stuff
1600
because
Zulu.
I have the autopilot on.
Windtree 26 at Niner. Visibility 10.
What?
New York Center
How did I
Endeavour
get onto
5477 is passing 9,300 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 New York Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to Jersey.
Jersey.
Exit 700 heavy climb and maintain flight level 230. Endeavour 5477 climb and
180.
maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Endeavour 5477.
180.
Climb and maintain flight level 230 exit 700
There's the
heavy.
Statue of Liberty right there. Here's Newark Airport right there. We used to fly in. We used to do a lot of visual approaches into LaGuardia. So we come in over the bay here, and we come in. We go across. We go right to Statue of Liberty. We go to the tanks. We go to the expressway. Follow the expressway, and turn around Shea Stadium. Land on 3-1. But they're all GPS approaches now. That's the George Washington Bridge. Is that George Washington? It's got to be George Washington Bridge.
Endeavour 5477 contact New York Center on 133.15. Good day.
23152.
133.15 Endeavour 5477.
I think this is the port
Goodbye.
of Newark right there.
Break.
New York Center Endeavour 5477 is at 14,400 feet, climbing flight level 180.
Endeavour 5477 New York Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to Jersey.
Jersey. I got somebody to boot on Discord or on Twitch. They were doing a really good job of keeping all the people who were just trying to sell views away. Now I'm having to report them again for spam.
Endeavour 5477 climb and maintain flight level 240.
240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Endeavour 5477.
I think 24 is our final. 240. 5477. Let me make sure that's. Let's see. Just put that in. I put in the flight number. 240. All right, let's go ahead. Standard altimeters going through 180. All right, we're turning off Jersey. We're going on a Q75. We're going to take Q75 all the way down to Tubin and then Mall and then inbound on the arrival.
Brickyard tree 528 heavy, your tree 8 miles west. Climb and maintain 7,600 feet. Expect ILS Zulu runway for left approach via Kilma transition. Cleared to Kilma.
That's 230 for 240.
Climb and maintain 7,600 feet. Expect ILS Zulu runway for left approach via Kilma transition. Cleared to Kilma Brickyard Tree 528 Heavy.
There's a camera. I don't know if all of them have the camera, but there is, that would be the peephole, I would say. Main entry door. And that would be the cockpit door. And the galleys right there. That's day-night light on it. So here's your quick dawn oxygen mask. So these two doors open here and here. So you pinch these two pinchers and you pull it out and it will inflate the rubber bands around your head by filling them with air. And then that way you don't have to take off your headset because you need to put it on within seconds. So you need to put it on within seconds. So you grab it, you put it over your head, you let go of it, it grabs and holds on your face so that within seconds you can have oxygen. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Up speed. I knew we were coming up on it.
Brickyard Tree 528 Heavy contact Newark approach on 128.55. Good day.
Coming right up on over
Brickyard Tree
Steve.
405 Heavy contact New York approach on 132.7. Good day.
Over Steve, do it again. Come on.
Endeavour 5228 contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day. 132.7 Brickyard Tree 405 Heavy. Goodbye. Going to 121.125 Endeavour 5228. Going to 128.55 Brickyard Tree 528 Heavy. New York Center Brickyard 4436 Heavy is at 15,900 feet, climbing flight level 180. Endeavour 5477 contact New York Center on 124.625. Good day.
124.6.
Brickyard 4436 Heavy New York Center altimeter tree 0.08 radar contact continue.
You got one?
124.625 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. New York Center Endeavour 5477 flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477, New York Center radar contact. Continue to Biggie.
Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't we see?
New York Center Delta 2397 Heavy is passing 17,800 feet, climbing flight
Alright,
level
let's pass and walk.
210. Delta 2397 Heavy, New York Center radar contact continue.
Started working on a home submarine in Storm Arcs.
New York Center, United 402 Heavy is passing 7,700 feet, climbing flight level 200. United 402 Heavy, New York Center altimeter tree 0.09 radar contact. Continue to Metro.
Got traffic close to us on the right side. Right there. He's at about 200.
United 402, heavy contact New York Center on 118.9.
So this is how you can walk through your flight plan.
Good
No,
day.
maybe not. I forget how to walk through it. Let me see. I forget how to walk through it. I have to look at it again to walk through. You should be able to walk through the legs.
Going to 118.975, United 402 heavy.
I'm trying not to oversteer, but I'm trying to get us on max speed. So. So the way that our overtime used to work is, so for example, you would bid a month. Let's say the month is worth 90 hours.
New York Center
So you'd bid your month worth 90 hours, and
flight level
if you got 91 hours, you get paid overtime for that 1 hour. So the problem is, if you ended up, for example, they cancel the flight's worth 2 hours. So now you still get paid 90 hours for the month, but your book's only going to be 88 hours. So there's really no point in trying to like hammer and get everywhere fast because, you know, or slow down to try to make more money because it just wasn't going to do anything to you because you have one cancellation that's stripping the whole flight value, and you end up, so it's the different way they pay you.
New York Center Spirit Wings.
Yeah, one off our left here too.
7,800 feet, climbing 13,000
280, a little bit above us.
Spirit Wings 8829er heavy New York Center altimeter 30.11 radar contact continue.
It looks like this must be Philly. Probably Philly. Let me look. That Philly. Is that Philly? Yeah, Philly. And PHL is the actual, is the big airport going in there. I don't think I've ever been in a Philly. We used to do Pittsburgh a lot. Pittsburgh is up here, and up on the lake. Now, where is Pittsburgh? Where is Pitt? What the hell is Pittsburgh? I can't remember Pittsburgh. It's not on the lake. It's up higher. It's not it there. It's Virginia. Where's Pitt? I forget where Pitt is.
Delta Tree 908 heavy traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at 7,800 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Wave to the sunny in Philadelphia, guys. Hello. It's always sunny. It is. Look at how sunny it is. Gorgeous. All right.
Endeavour 5477 contact New York Center on 135.45. Good day.
135.45 Endeavour 5. Was it 5177? See ya. 5477.
Going to 135.45 Endeavour 5477.
It is important that that's written down because every leg is usually, well, not necessarily every leg, but most legs are a different flight number. So
New York Center Endeavour 5477.
from leg to leg, you get a different flight
level
number. So
240.
by having it up here and having it down on the box right there, you get used to it by the end of the flight, but then you switch to the next flight number. So in a commercial airliner, that's the Philly airport right there. That's right there. For a commercial airline, you're required to have 3 attitude indicators. So we have 1, 2. These are on independent systems, and then we have the third one there for safety reasons. You actually have 3. And then you have redundancies. So let's say this monitor died. I can push it over there, and I lose my map, but I don't really care. I can use the FO's map. I think I can also revert on this too. Let me look at the center for reversion. So what is this? I'm trying not to touch random shit that I don't know what it is. This is display. Okay, these are the air datas here. And so this is either, this will tell you what system you're on. So say, for example, we lose air data 1. So I'm running off air data 1, FO's running off air data 2. I have it on normal. I can click over and I can run this on 2. And you see right here it goes ATT2. So I'm actually running off there. So let's say that we didn't lose the monitor, but I lost the actual computer that runs my air data. I can run off the other air data. So so think of it as two different computers. So seeing a lot of guys play Stormarks, it'd be like you have a microcontroller for the first officer, microcontroller for the captain, and then you can run off either microcontroller. Not something that you really ever do unless something goes out that rarely ever goes out.
Frontier Flight 1327 Heavy New York.
Backup comm here, you can see.
12 radar contact continue. 124.625 Dodger Tree Alpha Juliet. Goodbye.
This is the transponder here, so I have it on 1 because it's my leg. I would put it on 2 if it was the first officer's leg. You see it's lit up on that. So you can see here it's ATC 1, 5236. If I put it on ATC 2,
Endeavour 5477, your transponder appears inoperative or
yes,
malfunctioning reset
it
clock
would,
5236.
they would never say that. It happened in a fraction of a second. It's just the game pissing it out. They're telling me it malfunctioned a fraction of a second and it just flashed over from one to the other.
123.8. Good day.
Well, there's 2 different independent transponders, one for each pilot, and then, so if you lost one, you have a backup. So you alternate. One thing is so that one of them essentially gets a break. You're only using half the time. So this has a transfer button. If it's lit up green, that means it's running off the FO system.
New York Center Brickyard 4436 Heavy is at flight level 200, descending flight level 180.
That's turbulence mode. That just makes the movements less abrupt. Back course is, you're running the localizer back course, the needle will move backwards. If you click the back course button to make sure the needle moves forwards. So these pink lines here are the flight director. If I go over here and shut off the flight director on that side, I don't know why that kicks the autopilot off if I shut off the FO's flight director, but it did. Check some other stuff here. So generally when you have an engine fire, here's the left-hand engine fire. So if you push that, what it does is it closes the valve for the fuel. It will close the bleed valves, and it will close the hydraulics, and it closes everything that could start a fire in the engine. So it closes all your valves. So generally you're going to go through the checklist if you had an engine fire, and you should push that button and it will cut off all the supply that would fuel a fire. Things like hydraulic oil, hot bleed air, and fuel. If the fire still doesn't go out, you have a fire extinguisher bottle you can blow to try to put out the fire as well. And let's close that. Master warning, master code. Let me see where the APU is. So this must have, so here's the APU fire is on the FO side. So if you have an APU fire, that would be to shut off the valves for the APU, and then this is the bottle. That's right-hand engine. Same thing, shuts the valves. That one is, that one blows the bottles. We had handles up here, and you pull the handle, it would do that, and then you could spin bottle A, spin bottle B. We had 2 bottles per engine. Let's see what else is interesting.
New York Center Frontier Flight Tree 209er Heavy is passing 11,700 feet, climbing flight level 210. Frontier Flight
I assume this is the bottles to extinguish any cargo fires.
Contact continue.
This is the FO's radar. It's one radar. I talked about this before, but the FO gets one sweep, let's say right to left, and the captain gets one sweep left to right. And so you set them differently. So on sweep 1, it will do whatever the captain side says, and sweep 2, it will do whatever the FO. This is the FO's radio, captain's radio. This is the jump seat radio. So if somebody's sitting in the jump seat, that would be their radio there. That's all the reversionary panels. This is the PA, chime, call, and emergency for the back, yaw damper, lighting. This is trim, aileron, and rudder trim. Don't really use any of those trims unless you lose an engine, you lose rudder trim, but generally you don't do it too much.
New York Center generic.
Flight
November
deck
53
block.
Victor Echo is passing 7,800
Two radios.
feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Friction knob for the throttles.
Generic November 53 Victor Echo. New York Center altimeter 30.14 radar contact continue.
Spoilers will be in auto. You can manually disarm them. So
Brickyard 443
usually if you're on the ground,
traffic
you're going over a certain
4
speed,
miles
and the
at
thrust levers are back, it will put up the
15,600 feet
spoilers
Airbus A20N.
automatically. Like
Report them in
on a lot of
sight.
Boeings, you have to click the handle, and that will arm it
Frontier
for landing.
Flight 3209er heavy traffic is
Flaps.
9 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 190
The
Airbus
fuel
A20N.
switches so you can put it below.
Report them in sight.
Engine sync, so it syncs the two engines off either N1 or N2.
Brickyard 4436 heavy have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Ground proximity, terrain, and flap. I don't know what this is. This is a lamp test. We can do a lamp test in the sky, I think, without it causing me problems. That turns on all the lights to make sure the bulbs aren't burned out. And then you have two
Frontier
bulbs
Flight
per.
3209er heavy
So
have the
if you
Airbus
had a
A20N
bulb
in
burnout,
sight.
like if you look up top, you see they're all lit up too. That's just testing all the light bulbs to make sure the light bulbs
New York
work.
Center Southwest 3064
If you have a light
heavy
bulb out,
is at
you're in trouble. So like
9,800 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
downlock
Endeavour
release.
5477 contact Washington Center on
Does.
132.55. Good day. Southwest 3064
Oh, we
heavy.
came out of
New York
nav
Center
mode when
altimeter
I
30.16
changed the flight
radar
director.
contact. Continue to Trish. Delta 239er 7 heavy contact New York Center on 132.2. Good day.
132.55 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center Endeavour 5477 flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477 Washington Center radar contact continue.
Got all your reminder speeds here, so you can drop flaps 8 or 1 at 230 knots, 20 at 220, 30, 185, and 45, no higher than 170. Maneuvering speed's the speed which you should be doing maneuvers at, essentially, so you're not stressing the airframe. So 268 at sea level at this weight, and then 173 at those weights. VMO, max operating speed, so the max speed below 8,000 feet is 330 knots. VMO 8,000 to 25,400 is 335. Once you get above that, you're going into Mach. So so MMO max operating. 254 to 283 is 0.8. 283 to 31 is 315 knots indicated. 0.85, 0.84. Landing gear extensions 220. Landing gear retraction is 200, and then landing gear extended is 220. So you don't want to go any faster than 220 with the gears down. You don't want to put the gear down any faster than 220, and you want to make sure they're retracted by 200 knots. And generally that will probably do, like in the Embraer 145, we had a 250 gear extension, and so that's usually likely because it's not because the gear was stronger, it's because the doors are more likely to get damaged. So that's why you usually have that. There's just a little flappy door on there, so you got to make sure you're not going too fast. I'm surprised it doesn't tell me what the wiper max speed is. It might say it somewhere. But there's a wiper max speed. You can't operate
Washington
the
Center, Frontier
wipers
Flight
over a certain
1327
speed.
Heavy is passing flight level 260, climbing flight level 290.
I should rip the
Frontier
wiper
Flight
off.
1327 Heavy, Washington Center, radar contact, continue.
All right, we're coming up to Tubin, then we're going to Mall. We're going to be in 38 minutes, so I'll go ahead and do a brief. Get brief. All right, we're going to be planning on landing runway 5. We have 9,001 feet of runway available. Let's see, where's my... Look it up on the other chart for... airport elevation 26 feet, so put that in. Let's see. That looks good there. We're probably going to expect we'll come down and we'll plan to turn off on the high speed on Golf, and then we'll come in for the gates there. All right, so that's pretty much all that. And then we have the Turks 2 approach. We're going to Montebello Mall. That's where we're headed right now in a second. We're expecting flight level 210 at FAC. Or it's not at FAC, it's at, is it at, what is that? That's DME 20 to FAC. So 20 nautical miles from FAC, we want to be at 21. This is actually FAC. Then Russell, we expect 16,000. We're going to expect, come on, move. We're going to expect 14,000 at HCM or Harkham. Turks, we're going to expect radar vectors to the final approach course. See if it has anything else we need. Showing you the airports it serves. I think did we go into one of these? Can't remember. We do have a mountain we go over right here. As you can see, it's about 4,000 foot tall. It's 4,062 feet. Not, no issue there. But yeah, we expect radar vectors once we get to Turks. So that's pretty much that. And then we're going to be doing the ILS runway. Come on, click on it. Thank you. ILS runway 5 into Norfolk 109.1. Final approach course 047. We expect to intercept the glide slope at the final approach fix PA at 1,600 feet. DA is going to, decision height is going to be 226 feet. Airport elevation again is 26 feet. MSA, we have 1,800 in the top quadrant here, and then 2,300 the rest of it. We're going to be doing, if we do have to go missed, we're just going to get radar vectors and come back for runway 5. At Calais, we expect to be at 2,100, 1,600 for a glide slope intercepted. PA will follow that glide slope in. It is ILS or localizer. So in the event that we lose the glide slope, we'll go ahead and we'll do an MDA of 440. Otherwise, we'll do that decision height of 226. Weather and visibility is good, so we expect to have no problem with the minimums here. All right, that's the brief. And then we're actually right here right now, just past Tubin. So we're going Tubin to Mall, and then we follow it in like that. So that's the brief complete. So I'll put in the landing elevation. Usually I like to do about like
Washington Center, United
a few hundred feet above landing elevation, so that should be good there. That's just so we depressurize about 300 feet above the ground. We do go to, so this is the air conditioning panel essentially for the packs and the pressurization. So cabin altitude is 2,566. We have a rate of negative 100. The pressure differential is 7.7. So the air is coming, the bleed air is coming from the engine into pack 1, which goes to the cockpit, and then engine 2 goes, bleed air goes to pack 2, which goes to the whole cabin. So I've said this before, is one pack is just for the cockpit, the other one's for the whole back.
120.65 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye.
That's it. I just tuned it out wrong. Whatever.
Washington Center,
Right.
Endeavour 5477, flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477 Washington Center radar contact continue.
We're continuing. All right, so that's the whole pressurization system there. Pretty simple. Fuel. You can see the temperature of the fuel. You can see how much we have in either wing. 1,700 and about 75 pounds.
5477 traffic is 9 o'clock 1 miles at flight level 220 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Have a look at. I don't see him at all. He's close. He's in here somewhere.
Endeavour 5477 traffic
There he is, right
not
there.
in sight.
I just found him. He's right here.
Endeavour 5477 traffic in sight.
All right, you see the mountains here? That's the mountains we're going towards right now. See the electrical system for the AC bus here. Got we have a generator on engine 1. Shows you what it's making. 14 kilovolts, 115 volts, 400 hertz. Goes up to bus 1, then it goes into the essentials bus. So the essentials bus is powered off
Washington
of
Center,
1.
Southwest 2050
You got
is passing 8,800
the number 2 turbine running generator 2. Shows you all of its stuff. Goes to bus 2 and the services bus. So if you lose one of them, you'll lose that, and then you have to try to pick it up with something like the APU. Might be able to close bus ties. Let's look at electrical. See if I can close bus ties here in the air and not screw shit up. All right, so let's see. So like here, the generators, they're all set to auto. So like, I'm not gonna screw with them right now, but you know, we could shut off a generator if
Southwest
needed to.
2050 heavy, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
And then if you click it again, you get DC for direct current. So these are the transformer rectifiers. They'll convert AC to DC. So here's AC. AC bus 1 gets converted to DC. 28 volt, 32 amp system going down to bus 1 to service bus, utilities bus. This is the main tie bus right here that ties all of this to this other section here. And then we have AC bus 2, transformer rectifier 2, 28 volts, 30 amps. As you can see, that also ties in, so both these transformer rectifiers will run bus 1 to service bus, utility bus. Then you have a cross tie, so I could run, for example, the essentials bus off of this side. So if I put in the cross tie, let's see if we can cross tie without screwing shit up. That's an AC essential transfer. I don't know where the cross tie is. Auto transfer, I'm not sure where the cross tie is. DC service, I'm not sure. I don't want to play with that in the air. I do it on the ground, but I won't play with it in the air. And then we have the 2 off the other engine, so AC bus 2, essentials bus there, transformer rectifiers, essential bus, battery bus right here. That's the essential tie bus there, and then when the APU is on, you have APU battery right here and a main battery. APU battery bus, main battery bus, and then these go in and they tie in.
Frontier Flight 1327 Heavy Washington Center radar contact continue.
Hydraulics. So this shows you how full the hydraulic reservoirs are. 60%, 60%, 60%. The temperatures. We have a hydraulic pump in the engine, so there's an engine-driven pump. it tells you what it's doing. So it's pulling from the reservoir, it's going through the engine, and it's going out powering the rudder.
5089er, contact
Elevator,
Washington
left
Center
aileron,
on 133.2.
outboard spoiler, outboard
Good day.
flight spoilers, outboard ground spoilers, and the left thrust reverser. So if you were to lose this engine, and were to come in one engine, we would lose these systems. Here's your central system here. So you have tank here. This is your inboard brakes, rudder, elevator, left
Endeavour
aileron.
5477, contact Washington Center on 133.2. Good day.
332, see.
133.2 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center, Endeavour 5477, flight level 240.
So these are all the things
Endeavour
you'd lose,
5477 Washington Center,
and then
radar
these are all the
contact
things you'd
continue.
lose if you lost engine 2. Yeah, we can also use the, I believe we can have this is, 3A is an electric driven pump, I believe. So I think these are engine driven and those are electrics. I'm not sure how the system runs. I'd have to let you know when I learn the systems. Alright, we're coming up on Mall here. I'm going to cut the corner at Mall. Because we're going fast, it's going to, like, this is like a knife edge, big turn. I'm going to actually cut the corner on it and head towards FAC a little bit sooner. Because last time it way overshot and it was a pain in the ass. So I'm going to go like a 90 on here on the heading. And when we get close to Mall, I'm going to turn us early. Because what it'll do is it will loop way out here and then I'll try to come back, and I want to try to nip that in the bud.
Runway tree approach via Wolda transition. Clear to Woldu.
We'll do. Clear to Woldu.
Tower 5 Kilo Charlie, your tree 4 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 3,400 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Wolda transition. Clear to Woldu.
The backup compass
Tower
there.
5 Kilo Charlie, your tree 3 miles northwest of Charlottesville. Contact Charlottesville Tower on 124.5 when inbound on the approach. Endeavour 5477, contact Washington Center on 121.675. Good day. Tower on 124.5, Tower 5 Kilo Charlie.
Jeffrey?
121.675 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center, Endeavour 5477, flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477, Washington Center, radar contact continue.
We shall continue. This is the tail number. You really don't care about your tail number. You don't go by your tail number. You know, you need it to know what plane you're on, but you do it by flight number usually. So it's over this mountain is where Mall is. We're going to turn a little early to cut that corner. There's the cup holder up here.
Brickyard 4440, heavy contact Washington
Probably
Center
have
on
emergency
133.2.
checklists in here, I'd say. There might be a quick reference checklist here in this holder, I'm not sure. And then off of what you'll do is see this rail that goes all around right here.
133.2, Brickyard 4440,
So there's no handhold.
heavy.
That, usually what you have is it's a tinted piece of plexiglass, and you'll usually store it back here, and you can slide it along the rail and put it wherever it is to block the sun out, because you're through most of the atmosphere, so the atmosphere blocks a lot of sunlight, so you get blasted in the face with a lot of UV, and it's just bright and miserable, so it's good to be able to put sun visors up. Sometimes you'll have sun visors that will actually store, there'll be a roll of sun visor, and you pull it up and you hook it. So like this area, you might have a roll-up sun visor, you just pull the handle, and it's like a roll of clear foil, of tinted foil. You pull it up and you stick it on that rail, and it blocks out a bunch of sun. Here's a rope, and there's the exit. So if you were to need to evacuate, you'd pull it, get rid of the roof, grab this, throw the rope out, climb down the rope. That's the air for the person sitting on the jump seat. And then you have your own air right here on either side. Footrest for the jump seat so they don't put their feet up here and start hitting stuff they're not supposed to be hitting. Crash axe. Flashlight. Gear pins should be back here somewhere. I don't know exactly where they are back there. Up speed. Alright, we're going to cut the corner.
Southwest 161 Heavy, contact Washington Center on 133.2. Good day.
Now we're cutting the corner there. Didn't even overspeed, it just, the air data sensor probably sensed the different density and kicked us up. That's what it's doing, it's taking the air pressure to figure out Mach, and it's, because we barely tapped it and then it went away. Alright, I'm going to go to performance. We'll go ahead and we'll set in all the V speeds except VREF. Overspeed again here.
Washington Center, Endeavour 5241, flight level 340. Endeavour 5241, Washington Center, radar contact, continue to Flask. Endeavour 5477, contact Washington Center on 135.4. Good day.
Oh,
Washington
stop.
Center, please say again transmission for Endeavour 5477.
Mouse got stuck on the
Endeavour
edge and hit say again.
5477, contact Washington Center on 135.4. Good day.
135.4 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center, Endeavour 5477, flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477, Washington Center radar contact. Continue to Foxtrot Alpha Kilo.
What a back.
Brickyard Tree 487 heavy traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 245. Report them in sight. Endeavour 5477 traffic is 12 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 270 Airbus A20N.
Okay.
Report them in sight.
Right.
Washington Center Delta 2177 Heavy is passing flight level 200, climbing flight level 220. Delta 2177 Heavy Washington Center radar contact, continue to Flask.
That.
Brickyard Tree 487 Heavy, heavy in sight.
You're getting a descent here somewhat soon. Alright, let's see, it's gonna probably give me
Endeavour
late.
5477 contact Washington Center on 118.75. Good day.
1875, 54, 772.
118.75 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye.
Supposed to be already be down at 210. See what they give us for a descent.
Washington Center Endeavour 5477 flight level 240.
Endeavour 5477 Washington Center radar contact. Continue to Foxtrot Alpha Kilo.
Washington Center Endeavour 5477. Request flight level 210.
Endeavour 5477 descend and maintain flight level 210.
Descend and maintain flight level 210 Endeavour 5477.
210. They should have already given us that. They're not, so I'm going to give it to myself. Can't expect the game to do what it's supposed to be doing. And then expecting 16,000 of Russell, so I'll give that to myself once we got 22 miles to drop it, so and only 5,000 feet. So. That's 220 for 210. Be a Russell in 2 minutes. Go ahead and ask for it.
Washington Center Endeavour 5477. Request 16,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 descend and maintain 16,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 16,000 feet Endeavour 5477.
Put the passengers in the seats. Let the flight attendant know. About 15 minutes. LA Jim will be arriving in Norfolk in 15 minutes. Prepare with the fast seatbelt sign. Please sit down and be quiet. All right, good. Alright, and they're unlikely to give me the information I need, and I'll, you know, I'll grab it off of here. Let's see what the weather is there.
Washington Center Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy is passing
3009.
9,800 feet, climbing 11,000 feet. Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy, Washington Center altimeter tree 0.12 radar contact, continue. JetBlue 119er 6 Heavy, contact Washington Center on 1 tree 2.55. Good day.
All right, so going to be right on the money for Russell, and then we've got 32 miles to go down 2,000 feet, so we'll just wait until we're about a minute off and ask for it if they don't give it to us for 14,000 at Harkham. That would be 17,000 for 16,000.
Endeavor 5477, you are 6 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect RNAV Mike runway 5 approach via Wakes transition.
RNAV 5.
To WAIKS.
Mike's Wakes. All right.
Brickyard 448. Endeavor 5477, descend and maintain 3,500 feet.
Aggressive. Aggressive.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet. Expect RNAV Mike runway.
So I got
5
the
approach
thrust
via
back.
Wakes
We're slowing
transition.
down.
Clear to Wakes. Endeavor 5477.
3,500. All right, it's going to be RNAV Mike runway 5, so we got to switch this up. So departure arrival. All right, we'll be going into ORF arrival. We want to be doing the RNAV
Washington
5
Cessna Papa
Mike
Juliet Charlie 17 is at 16,000
and
feet, climbing
Wakes.
level
Said
210.
Wakes.
Cessna
Wakes.
Papa Juliet Charlie 17,
Execute.
Washington Center
All right.
altimeter tree
We want to go to the
0.12
legs. We want
radar
to find
contact,
Wakes.
continue.
If I can find Wakes. Okay, where the hell's Wakes, man? Literally, did I not execute that? Departure arrival. Didn't change. RNAV Mike. Wakes. RNAV 5 Mike Wakes. Execute. Departure, sorry, legs. Wakes. Wakes. Previous page. Russell. Execute. Nav. Alright, now I gotta bring up the new arrival. So, again, like, people freak out about this shit. You gotta just take your time and just do it. You know, you can't freak out. You gotta just do it. Take your time, slow down. That helps. It's where a lot of people, they get screwed up, is they're rushing the whole time. Don't rush. Take your time. RNAV Mike runway 5 right there at Wakes transition. Alright. Alright, so I'll bring this up. We'll brief. We got to do a new brief. We check the plane real quick, make sure we're descending at a reasonable speed. We're not really here. Let's go speed. And I want to go down at 250. Get rid of fucking Mach. There we go. 250 here. Alright, I'm going to give it some spoiler. Alright, I got to get this brief in because I don't know what my descent's going to look like yet. So here it is right here. RNAV right here. I want the... Okay, why aren't you showing me the approach here, guy? That's the one.
Endeavor 5477 traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 15,800 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
Okay.
Cessna Charlie 17 traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 13,600 feet.
Why it's not bringing this up?
Report them in sight.
I gotta look it up somehow here. Stand by. Not in sight. I don't
Endeavor
care. Go away.
5477, don't have the traffic.
Cessna Charlie
get descending
17
there.
have the traffic.
Alright. Alright, we're on our way to Wakes here. I gotta find this arrival. I don't know why it's not showing now that I just literally put it in. It's all in here. I just need to figure out what the hell's going on with why I can't see the arrival here. KRF approaches RNAV is a 5.
JetBlue 8420 Heavy, contact Washington Center on 132.55.
RNAV, what the fuck?
Good day.
Where's the RNAV? That's Zulu 5. Where's RNAV Mike? I just put the mic in there. Where the hell is it? Runway 5, ILS 5, RNAV, GPS Zulu. Where's the mic? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna find it on AirNav. Gotta brief it. Alright, RNAV, runway. What the hell is the mic? Is it Zulu 5? Is that what it's showing? Via Wakes. Okay, here it is. This is it. So it's off. It says Zulu, even though it's got mic. Whatever. Alright, let's see. 3,500 Cali, 1,200 at Groom. We'll take the LPV down to 226. If we lose the LPV, we'll go down to a DA of 306. Everything else the same. So we're good there. Alright. Brief is complete. Alright, it's not a big deal. We're descending our right. We gotta... I did put the speed on 250, I thought. I'm just imagining shit now in my head.
Endeavour 5477 traffic, not in sight.
Alright, so the way this works is Wakes is up here, and then we turn in, and then that's the final right there. So Wakes is our initial, and then it's over here at the airport. So Wakes is essentially, because we're coming from the north, we're taking Wakes. If we came in from the west, we take Drone as the IAF, and then if we're coming from the south, we take, it looks like Elizabeth City ECG. So that's just lining everybody up to get on that same final approach
Endeavour
course.
5477, contact Washington Center on 123.85. Good day.
You know, usually in real life, they, you know, they try to give you these change, if they're going to change your approach pretty early.
477.
Goodbye. In game, sometimes they don't, so that's why you kind of got to get on it and get moving.
Washington Center, Endeavour 5477.
Like I need to check out altitudes, especially like,
feet, descending 3,500
you know, so it shows Wakes at 3,500 is clear of all obstacles, so that was what I wanted to check to make sure we weren't going to hit any obstacles, you know, coming in. Which I doubt it, but you know, 3,005 is high, is pretty damn high. But we have the mountain over there; it was 4,000 feet. So, all right, we're turning from Wakes to KLGA next. That's 4.5 for 3,500. Oh, look at all the lovely farmland. Go down there and do farming some 25 here. Gorgeous. Or 24? Is it 24 or 25? I think it's 25. Alright, so we'll be at KLGA in, what's that look like? 6 minutes? 4 minutes? 6 minutes? Something like that. Alright, so once we cross KLGA, we can descend down to 1,200. And then we could take this, this LPV down. Essentially, it's a GPS glide slope is essentially what it's doing. Alright, track IR is coming up. Let me see if I need to reset the track IR. A little bit. There we go. Alright, good. We're starting to level off, so I'm just giving a little more power. It's going to come in at 250. Takes an exorbitant amount of time for it to level off at an altitude. Alright, send checklist, landing elevation set, fuel is checked, TCAS is going to be on, radar is off, CAS is checked. Landing data is set, approach briefing is complete, descent checklist complete.
Washington Center Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy 10,800 feet. Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy Washington Center Altimeter Tree 0.10 radar contact. Continue to Mike Oscar Lima. Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy, you are 4 tree miles west. Descend and maintain 3,500 feet. Expect RNAV Mike runway 5 approach.
See the airport right there.
Cleared to WAIKS.
So we just crossed Wakes. They're behind us. They're 43 miles off, and they just got cleared to Wakes, so they're where we at when we get the call.
Descend and maintain 3,500
That's the runway right
feet.
there.
Expect RNAV Mike runway 5 approach via Wakes transition. Cleared to WAIKS Brickyard Tree 429er Heavy.
Alright, we're currently 5 minutes off. Kaylee. 1008. 1002. So like you can see, to hold this speed, we're only doing like 63% N1. You know, so we don't have the engine spooled up all that high, you know, and so, you know, it's, the jets aren't really all that loud these days. So like, even though we're only 3,500 feet over the houses here and the farms, it's not going to be that loud. You know, when you're taking off, you're, you know, you're at
Endeavour
like
5477 contact Norfolk approach on 118.9er. Good day.
118.9er, 5477. Zoo.
Going to 118.9er Endeavour 5477. Norfolk approach Endeavour 5477, 3,500 feet.
Endeavour 5477 Norfolk approach altimeter tree 0.10 radar contact. Continue to Kaylee.
Kaylee. Yeah, I found the chart. It's just weird. It's got so they're all under the GPS Zulu. I don't know why it's got as the mic, and then the charts are all Zulu, but whatever. I've got that. 4th of October, 2019. Got everything else set in there. Fine, we're good. I'll start finishing up some stuff here. So thrust reversers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in that final V approach speed. V ref is 132 knots, so that's our approach speed is 132. That just moves our bug to 132. I could do it manually, but I have to, like, in real life, your eyes can easily adjust and see what it says. It's harder in game. I got to lean forward to see it. I'm a scroll 1002. Alright, 1002 is in there for the next altitude. Now we'll slow down. You can see the rabbit for the runway right there. That's the runway. So as soon as we get close, I'm gonna dump the speed here because I don't want it overshooting. And we need to get 220 for gear, so that's one thing is you never want to get behind the airplane. So that's important, is understanding that in order to get we're going to be descending here in a second. So if we're trying to descend and we're trying to slow down and we're trying to get our gear down, these are all things that can be contradictory. So I'm going to get slowed down, get the gear down, then I can descend.
You are 14 miles southwest of Norfolk. Contact Norfolk Tower on 120.8 when inbound on the approach.
I'm just going to auto-tune that.
Tower on 120.8 Endeavour
Starting to slow down.
5477. Norfolk Tower Endeavour 5477 3 miles southwest inbound RNAV Mike runway 5 approach.
And I'll wait till I make mine.
Norfolk Tower. Altimeter 30.10 wind 045 at Niner. Cleared RNAV Mike runway 5 approach.
Cleared RNAV Mike runway 5 approach Endeavour 5477.
Alright, there's 220. Gear's coming down. So now because we're turning, so here comes the descent. So now my gear's coming down. That's going to help me maintain my speed in the turn here.
5162 altimeter 30.10 wind 045 at Niner. Cleared for takeoff runway 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated.
Flaps,
until
flaps.
we have stopped.
Cleared for takeoff runway 5 Blue Streak 5162.
Arm the approach. Approach is armed. Alright, so I'm using flaps and gear to help me slow down so I don't need any spoiler. Alright, we're 2008 for 1008. Now as we level off, start bleeding some of that speed off. Why did the approach not take? Take the approach. Clear, thank you. So we have problems is when this doesn't happen. See, we're descending below now for some reason. Because the fucking approach didn't arm. I don't know why that approach doesn't arm. Autopilot's off. Shit, I just boxed the flaps here. Not paying attention here because the fucking... I don't know why why the approach kicks itself off like that. It kicked the approach off. I don't get it why it does that. It did it again. Very weird. Yeah, it doesn't like having the approach on. I don't know what the deal is with that. I gotta look into it.
Blue Streak 5162 contact Norfolk departure on 125.2.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing.
Good day.
Like, it was supposed to level off at 1008 and grab the approach, and it didn't. I don't know what the deal was. 'Cause I had it on altitude and I had it on arm on the approach, and it didn't like it.
Goodbye.
Gotta be something I have to set in that's not doing it right. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see what the legs are doing here. We're Cali to... See, we should be on our way to coaster now. This is the problem here. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know.
5477 wind 031 at 14. Clear to land runway 5.
Cleared to land runway 5 Endeavour 5477.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. It doesn't like the GPS approaches. I gotta screw with it. Alright, Flight 10's advised passenger signs are on. Thrust reverser arm. Landing gear is down. Flat slap set 45. 4 lane check is complete. Clear to land.
Mike runway 5 approach. Brickyard tree 429er heavy Norfolk Tower. Altimeter tree 0.09 or 10 tree
Yeah,
1
it doesn't look like it came in with the LPV, so I don't know what the friggin' deal is with it not putting in the LPV. So something happened, it didn't arm the approach. I gotta look into it and see how I have to arm the approach to get it to cycle into the approach mode. 'Cause I can do it fine with an ILS, it does not like the GPS approaches. So we'll just run it as a visual. You can always just run it as a visuals. Looking for the Pappy now. Probably just a touch high. Or a little bit high here. Pull a little power and drop it a little bit. 1,000 feet. Yeah, we're definitely high here. I can see the Pappy now. So you see it as that displaced threshold where the two flashing white lights are on the sides of the runway. That's where we start to land. So I'm not aiming at the early part of the runway. I'm aiming at the aiming bars, the two big squares. A lot of lag. A lot of lag here. Yeah, the game's lagging out and it's moving my speed all around here. Are we getting on glide slope now?
300.
Brickyard tree 429er heavy, follow the on-short final.
200.
Wind 0 tree 1 at 14. Clear to land runway 5.
100.
Clear to land runway 5, Brickyard tree 429er heavy.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Right on the money. All right, looking for golf. Golf's the high speed. Be the next one. All right, thrust reverses stowed. Here's golf.
Endeavour 5477, turn next taxiway. Endeavour 5477, contact ground on 121.9er.
109er.
121.9er, Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Norfolk ground, Endeavour 5477, request taxi to the gate.
Endeavour 5477, taxi to gate 12 using taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to gate 12 via taxiway Alpha, Endeavour 5477.
Right, looking for 1-2. Let's see if I can spot it. Actually, they might be labeled. Let me look. APU's almost up. Can't see. That's got a number on it. I can't see the number though. Zoom in and see if I can't see this number. Nah, I can't see the numbers. All right. Not shut down too. All right. There's park somewhere. I don't give a shit. Park here. I don't care. All right. You know what? I bet it's this one off to our right here. It's got the push cart. It's because I pushed the thrust up. It bitched at me. It's a lot easier IRL to find your gate because they're generally labeled. So you'll see, you know, that say 1-2 on them. You'll usually have been there before too. Alright, so go back to main menu, get a quick turn out of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
Alright, good. So we'll go ahead.
Brickyard tree 429er heavy taxi to the
We'll go to the, go back to main menu. We'll plan out of here. Expecting we'll take off runway 5. This is annoying. Like, we just landed an ORF, right? So it does not have that. It's like, that's the most logical place to have in there, so I don't have to look it up, game. Not 350, 250. Alright, runway 5, the Kisser 3, Apple 3. I'm not letting it do I'm not letting it figure out its own approaches. It will balls that up to an incredible degree. Landing, departing runway 4. Alright, Apple 3 to 4 is good. 35%'s good. Check that on fuel scope, that's plenty. I didn't go from the gate. Fuck, I gotta go back. It's gonna put us at the runway, so I gotta go back. Damn it. I hate the way you flight plan in this game. It's just really a pain in the ass. Like, what I want to do is have current position and then plan my flight from there and do a turnaround. Go, you know, ask for the fuel truck, get fuel, do that. But nope, you got to go back to the main menu.
Tower, Endeavor 5477 at runway 5 ready.
So see, then it defaults to putting you at the runway. The game is built for, you know, the person who, again, doesn't want a simulator experience, wants an arcade experience. Well, it's Microsoft Arcade. Call it Microsoft Arcade if you want it to be Microsoft Arcade. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, that was like when they came out with Microsoft Flight, why a lot of simulator crowd didn't like it, because it was an amateur event, and it was like, that's fine if that's the game you want, but then you realize that that was not a popular title, so you made the next flight sim, but you did all the shit that, like, that, you know, you added all that shit to the game that people didn't like, you know? It's like, come on, man. Like, you still have it be a good old arcade experience for people and not have it be silly, you know? Alright, let's see. That should be good. Alright, Chrissa 3. KLGA. Apple 3. I gotta see what arrival we're using. It's probably Shellback. The Shellback transition for Apple 3 arrival. Alright, let's see. I gotta set this up here. Alright, aircraft we want ready for startup. Open, open, in place, open, open. Let that spool up. That APU is already spooling. Yeah, that's good. I'd say it's Shellback. Let me look. If I were to guess, Shellback, yep. All right, let's go ahead and just gonna go hydraulic 3A on. Packs are on. Recirc is on. Fuel pump's good. Why is the nav lights on? I don't know why. They put weird lights on in game too. Stuff that you wouldn't have on. All right, let's go get position initted here. We are at KORF. You wouldn't have to enter in the GPS again because it would have it from the last flight. You're only doing this position in it once, frankly. Beginning of the day, or if you do change out the plane. You might do a full shutdown. They have to do it. Just run the same flight number out of here. All right, that's in. See what's before Shellbeck. I don't think we have anything before Shellbeck. Nope. Okay. Easy peasy. All right, so 047 heading up to 430 feet then on course. So 047. That's runway heading. All right, 047, let's grab ATIS.
Norfolk Airport information, India 1700 Zulu. Wind 031 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 4,800 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.09er. ILS runway 5 in use. Landing and departing runway 5. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have India.
India.
Clearance delivery Endeavour 5477 IFR to LaGuardia, ready to copy.
Endeavour 5477 is cleared to LaGuardia Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 5 climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.2 squawk tree 712.
Endeavour 5477 cleared to LaGuardia Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 5 climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.2 squawk tree 712.
All right, let's board them up. Get out
Endeavour
of here.
5477 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9er when ready to taxi.
Those are good.
Good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight.
I gotta quickly put in the performance data here and do that.
We would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety
9862.
features of the aircraft.
Norfolk ground Endeavour 5477 requesting pushback.
Endeavour 5477 pushback request accepted.
All right, track airs come back on. Quick turn, the quickest of quick turns. Spin in one. Let's see, 5. We'll go ahead and we'll start with one engine.
Norfolk ground Endeavour 5477 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Endeavour 5477, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Norfolk Ground Endeavour 5477 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Endeavour 5477, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here.
Norfolk Ground Endeavour 5477 requesting the end of pushback.
You'll be instructed to get into the
Endeavour 5477 request to end pushback received.
Bend your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should
Norfolk
turn off
Ground
all
Airbus November
electronic
257 Kilo requesting
devices.
pushback.
Pay attention during this brief presentation.
Airbus November 257 Kilo pushback request accepted.
Norfolk Ground Endeavour 5477 with India ready to taxi
Okay.
IFR.
Grabbed the wrong thing.
Endeavour 5477 taxi to and hold short of runway 5 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 32 Alpha. Contact tower on 120.8 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 5 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 32 Alpha Endeavour 5477.
Alright, slat slab set to 8. Flight controls are, let's check them here and check them actually. Flight controls are free and correct. Trim set 6.8 and in the green. Thrust reversers are arm. Brake temperatures are good, and we will start 2 when we get there.
Norfolk Ground Airbus November 257 Kilo requesting the end of pushback. Airbus
Tax
November
check was complete.
257 Kilo request to end pushback received. Norfolk Ground Airbus November 257 Kilo with India ready to taxi IFR. Airbus November 257 Kilo taxi to and hold short of runway 5 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 32 Alpha. Contact tower
spin
on
2.
120.8 when ready.
Save a little fuel there, not a ton.
Taxi to and hold short runway 5 via taxiway Alpha cross
Yeah,
runway 32 Alpha Airbus
they
57
brief
Kilo.
the passengers, put their mask on first before you help anyone else. Can't help anybody if you're passed out. Alright, takeoff brief, and we'll be taking off of runway 5, 9,000 feet of runway. Anything before 80 knots will stop on the runway. Anything after 80 knots will only stop for critical events. After V1, we're just going to go ahead and handle it in the air. Plan on, let's see, whatever traffic they want to give us vectors back for runway 5. Takeoff briefing's complete. Thanks for all the help putting this bus in the way there, Game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
All right, so the Kisser 3 takeoff is going to be climb on a heading of 047, and then we turn on course. It looks like at 400 something feet. That's about it. All right. AC. DC. Hydraulics. I'd say we've got a minute. So, APU's coming off. Why is the starter still up? Fuck, I never fueled it. God damn it. That's going to be a mess. I got a crossbleed start. Son of a bitch. I fucked up that engine start. I got to do it. I got to fix it here. We're still spooled up enough here. Let's hopefully we get it. I got to configure the bleeds. Shit.
Norfolk Ground
Can't see
Endeavour
it. PCS right there.
5477 requesting pushback.
My crossbleed.
Endeavour 5477 pushback request accepted.
Should be able to just open up the isolation valve. No. Now I'm crossbleeding to the right here. Look at an isolation valve. Trying to do a crossbleed start without a. Alright, I got the bleed set up here so we can do a engine start. Alright, we're up. Okay. I shut the APU off, so I had to start the engine with the. I had to start one engine with the other engine, effectively, because I didn't put fuel in.
Airbus 57 Kilo, hold position. Caution me on the taxiway.
Alright, that started. APU's off. Alright, we're good to go.
Airbus 57 Kilo, continue taxi.
Norfolk Tower Endeavour 5477 ready for departure runway 5 IFR to LaGuardia.
Endeavour 5477 altimeter tree 0.07 wind 0 tree 1 at 16. Cleared for
Why does
takeoff
it
runway
keep
5.
making my mouse look when I am using
Cleared
tracker?
for takeoff runway 5 Endeavour 5477.
Alright, takeoff config okay. Yaw damper 1 and up, why? Okay, yaw damper 1's fixed now. Alright. Then I returned it on. Alright, lights and strobes are on. Fuel cross feed is now to a manual. Flight 10's advised, transponder is on, radar is off, CAS is checked. Before takeoff, check is complete, clear to go. Alright. A little sloppy there, but gotta fix the, I had a crossbleed start. Thrust set. Airspeed's alive. Did I not set my speeds? I probably did. Trying to get that out of here quickly here. 80 knots. Beyond 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear's coming up. No reason to leave the gear down there. There's no way in sunny hell we are making it back onto that runway, so.
Norfolk Tower Airbus November 257.
Alright, there's our turn.
For departure runway 5 IFR to 8 Golf 6.
See, we're going over the Navy ships there.
Norfolk departure on 125.2. Good day. Airbus November 257 Kilo, line up and wait.
Autopilot's on. Speed 200.
Line up and
We'll
wait,
do
Airbus
220.
57 Kilo.
And flaps can come up. Alright, climb, thrust. Thrust
Endeavour
reversers.
5477, acknowledge last transmission.
125.2 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Norfolk departure Endeavour 5477
A
is
little
at
weather here.
3,800 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 Norfolk departure altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to SHLBK.
Just climb.
Endeavour 5477 climb and maintain flight level 180.
Sucker. You suck, dude. 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180
Hate it
Endeavour
when they give us a level off like
5477.
that. Alright, 180.
Norfolk departure Airbus November 257 Kilo is passing 800 feet, climbing 11,000 feet. Airbus November 257 Kilo Norfolk departure altimeter tree 0.11 radar contact. Continue.
Alright, let me catch my jet. Yeah, it's too much work for one person to do. Like, the Capmaster taxi, that's the FO would be spooling up too.
Endeavour 5477 contact Washington Center on 132.55.
32556.
Good day.
Going to 132.55 Endeavour 5477.
That is, what? What? Hey, did I not set this to 180? Maybe I didn't. Thought I spooled that all the way up. I guess I didn't. That's why you have the train horn, is to tell you, so. Mind you. Trying to do other things, trying to flight plan while I'm doing this, just trying to get this moving here. I'll do a checklist here. Fuel cross speed is auto. Bleeds and APU are set. Thrust reversers are off. Cast is checked. Climb check is complete. Surprised lights aren't on there. They're not. I don't know what that is. I gotta look at that. Chime the flight 10 through 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now
Flight
serving
10 doing a
sandwiches.
brief. Serving sandwiches. Yeah. So this is like, we have this one short leg to Shellbeck, and then the rest of it's all literally the arrival into New York. So pretty much on the arrival the entire time there, as soon as we hit Shellbeck. I got 50 minutes, 51 minutes. 170 for 180. Let's go standard altimeters. See, like, they would try to get you next altitude before you level out. They can't always do it, but they try to do it. So,
Airbus 57 kilo climb and maintain flight level 250.
not us. Oh, I didn't tune. That's why. The game likes to give it to you after you've already leveled
Endeavour
off.
5477, 17,900 feet.
Endeavour 5477 Washington Center radar contact. Continue to SHLBK. Endeavour 5477 climb and maintain flight level 250.
250 is our final.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Endeavour 5477.
United 1264 Heavy, you are tree 5 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 5 approach. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 5 approach. United 1264 Heavy.
It's not waiting. It's just the cat was sitting there waiting. Got a new. Oh, he's sleeping in his basket. Got a new cat door coming for the patio, so that I don't have to keep letting him in and out and having the cold come in and out. Oh, let's make the thumbnail. That would be nice. Let's do that. Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's copy this. Let's get rid of this. Let's copy this. Let's keep a copy. Okay. That would be 240 for 250. Waiting for the altitude cap to come here. Might have to pull the thrust back a little bit. There we go. Altitude cap, thrust come back. Just don't want to overspeed while I'm trying to do this.
Endeavor 5477, contact Washington Center on 133.9er.
1339er, see ya.
133.9er, Endeavor 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center, Endeavor 5477, flight level 250.
Endeavor 5477, Washington Center, radar contact, continue to SHLBK.
I got that all set. Let's fix the videos now that I actually have a thumbnail.
Cessna 6 Delta Alpha, you're 8.9er miles northeast. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Romeo India Charlie transition. Cleared to Romeo India Charlie. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Romeo India Charlie transition. Cleared to Romeo India Charlie, Cessna 6 Delta Alpha.
Watch the speed just a little bit. We're just gently creeping up on speed here. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the Apple III here. It starts pretty early, so go ahead and brief the Apple III again. Pretty much we're on there the whole time. So here we're coming up on Shellback. Louis, we expect 13,000. So we really should be descending here. Let's go ahead and see it's the top of descent right there. So let's see, Louis. I'm gonna do the math in my head real quick. Louis, we got 6 minutes. All right, we're gonna lose 12,000 feet, 2,000 feet per minute, right? So let's see. Do they have a 10? Let's
Washington
do 10 for
Center,
now.
Endeavor
We'll do another 2.
5477. Request 15,000 feet.
477, descend and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect 15,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect 15,000 feet. Endeavor 5477.
Washington Center, American 1064 Heavy, flight level 350. American 1064 Heavy, Washington Center, radar contact. Continue to Echo November Oscar.
Alright, we'll continue to look at that arrival here. Alright, so right here at Louis is 13,000 feet. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else we have here that we gotta look out for. 8,000 at Brand. So that's our next one, is 8,000 at Brand. That's about it. Yep. Okay.
Washington Center says that
We'll look at the ILS-4. ILS-4 is 110.5044. Glide slope intercept.
November tree 904 Lima Echo Washington.
1,700 Dennis. DA is 283 airport elevation. Fuck. Stand by. I gotta go back quickly. Damn it. Give me spoiler. Give me spoilers. Drop the speed.
American 1064 Heavy, contact Washington Center on 132.55. Good day.
Fucking 7,000 feet per minute. Are you nuts? Come on, do it. Pick the nose up, you jackass.
Going to 132.55. American 1064 Heavy.
I had to set Mach instead of indicated. Fix that. There we go. Not that I need a speed descent. That's asinine. Let's fix this here. I should have. All right, chill out for 2 seconds.
477, descend and maintain 15,000 feet.
15,000.
Descend and maintain
How about an
15,000 feet.
How about an
Endeavor
altimeter setting, guy? You know
5477.
I'm below 180. Why don't you give me an altimeter setting instead of being a jerk?
Endeavor 5477, contact Washington Center on 132.55. Good day.
Makes more work for me here.
Cessna 6 Delta Alpha traffic
06.
is 11 o'clock 4 miles at 4,800 feet. Cessna Skyhawk.
I kind of need that. I'm leveling
Report
off here,
them in
guy.
sight.
Going to 132.55. Endeavor 5477.
Cessna 4 Lima Echo.
Washington Center, Endeavor 5477 is passing 16,200 feet, descending
Yeah, it's a
15,000
pain in the ass
feet.
because I gotta cover the screen.
Endeavor 5477,
Well, put it on the
Washington
other
Center,
screen.
altimeter 30.10, radar contact. Continue to Louis.
Louis. Yeah, can't cover the screen and still be able to fly. Alright, we want to descend down another 2,000 feet. We want 13 at Louis, just like the chart
Washington
says there,
Center,
game.
Endeavor 5477. Request 13,000 feet.
Southwest tree 998 heavy, contact Potomac approach on 125.525. Good day. Endeavor 5477, descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Endeavor 5477.
They're gonna do ATC's job for them and tell them where to go.
125.525, Southwest tree 998 heavy.
See,
Goodbye.
Louis 13, we're supposed to be at 13. Alright, let's see, Benning 3,000, 1,800 Rachel, 1,700 Dennis. Dennis glide slope intercept will go down to 283. Field elevation is going to be 21. Alright, we're good there.
Generic tree Victor Echo, you are 6-8 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree 5 approach. Blue Streak 5395 traffic is 9 o'clock 2
That's
miles at
14,000,
15,200 feet.
13,000.
Cessna Skyhawk.
Is that the,
Report them in sight.
I don't
Lindbergh
remember what this is,
4411
this
traffic
bridge
is 4
here.
o'clock 2 miles at flight level 185 Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in
Speed,
sight.
speed, speed, watch the speed. Pull the nose up there again.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree 5 approach. Generic tree Victor Echo. Lindbergh 4411 have the traffic. Blue Streak 539er5 have the traffic. American 1316 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 2 miles at 13,100 feet. Report them in sight. Endeavour 5477 traffic is 5 o'clock 3 miles at 16,700 feet Airbus A20N.
I'm not going to see 5 o'clock.
Report them in sight.
Not.
Endeavour 5477 traffic, not in sight.
Come up behind me. I'm not going to be able to see him, guy.
American 1316 heavy have the in sight.
Stormworks commentary for the weekly updates. We're turning a whiny bitch fest as usual.
American 1316 heavy contact Washington Center on 132.05. Good day. Lindbergh 4411 contact Washington Center on 132.525. Good day. Going to 132.05 American 1316 heavy. .525 Lindbergh 4411. Goodbye. Endeavour 5477 contact Washington Center on 132.525. Good day.
Going to 132.525 Endeavour 5477. Washington Center, Endeavor 5477, 13,200 feet.
Endeavor 5477 Washington Center altimeter tree 0.10 radar contact continue.
Speed's all over the place. I keep setting it, and it's got barely any trend vector. It's been going on the whole time and playing today. I wonder if it's like just a bunch of air pressure differentials are screwing up speeds. Alright, 26 minutes inbound. Let the flight attendant know. What was our next descent here we're supposed to have that the game won't give me? Let's see. Brand. We passed Brand. We're passing Dew. Where the hell are we? I haven't been paying attention. Ruth is up after that. No, we're not there yet. Okay. Got a couple turns left before we have to be down 8,000. This Atlantic City? I don't know. Let's see what this is right in front of us here. What is DQO? Wilmington, Delaware. It's a big airport. That's like a bigger airport. Too loud.
Washington Center American 1216 Heavy is at flight level 265 climbing flight level 270. American 1216 Heavy Washington Center radar contact continue to Delta Quebec Oscar.
After Ruth is the 8,000. We don't want to hit down there too fast because we have to slow down to 250 if we go down there.
Washington Center Flexjet 545 is at 9,800 feet climbing 15,000 feet. Flexjet 545 Washington Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact continue. Endeavour 5477 contact Washington Center on 125.45. Good day.
Going to 125.45 Endeavour 5477. Washington Center Endeavour 5477 is at 13,200 feet, descending 13,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477, Washington Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact. Continue to RUUTH. Endeavour 5477, contact Washington Center on 124.775.
24.7.
Good day.
124.775 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye. Washington Center Endeavour 5477 is at 13,200 feet, descending 13,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 Washington Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact continue to RUUTH.
Ruth. Alright, let's see. We'll be at, what the hell's it called? I won't see it until I pass Ruth. Brand, 8,000. We don't have that much to lose. We got 5,000 feet to lose is all. As long as we're within 2 minutes, we'll just go down 2,500 feet per minute. Any more than that, we'll just accelerate descent rate a little bit. But we do have to slow down, so that's the thing you kind of have to consider. Also shows us the likely holds, max hold speeds. All right, Brand, we're going to be there in 2 minutes. We're going to call for it because this dude won't give it to us because he's a donkey.
Washington Center Endeavour 5477.
And we're slow down because we got to expect.
Request 8,000 feet.
Endeavour 5477 descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
All right, so do this kind of plan for this. So we know that we're going to need to slow down to 250 under 10. So I've already pulled it back. We're going to go ahead and we'll go down 3,000 feet per minute. That's going to bring our speed back up, or at least level it off.
5477, please acknowledge.
Yeah, bitch, I just... Give me a second.
Descend and
Jesus
maintain
Christ.
8,000 feet. Endeavor
Only one of me.
5477.
You see the trend vectors on the south side of it, so we are losing speed, but we're going to have to lose enough speed to get down to 250. So what we're going to do is...
309er6
we need
heavy
spoilers.
contact Philadelphia approach on 128.4. Good day.
So that tells me right there we're not going to do it. Now we can also do this. We can bring the nose up because we need 8,000 at brand. So I'll bring the nose up, dump the spoilers now that we've started to slow down. And you can see the purple arc. I can get that right onto brand if I need to. So see it's pushed out to brand. That means we're going to make brand by 8,000. Here's 10. All right, we got 800 feet to slow down to 250. It's unlikely we're going to do it at this rate, so we're going to spoiler. Full spoiler there. You know, it's not like they give you a speeding ticket. They'll bitch at you, so it's not a huge deal. But so you can see here, we're about to make 250. Like if you're a little over, nobody cares. There's 10, and we're 5 knots fast. Not a big deal. We're going to go get rid of it. All right, we're going to go to speed mode for 250. Fuck, why did it go to 233? Come on, man. 250. And now I'm going to modulate the brand with my thrust. So now I'm going to use my thrust to get that purple right around brand. So it doesn't need to be right on it, but close. That's funny. It says 7,000. No, it does say 8,000. That's 9 for 8,000.
Climbing flight level 200. Piedmont 5859 er heavy Washington Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact continue. Washington Center exit 650 is at flight level tree 10 climbing flight level tree 70. Exit 650 Washington Center radar contact continue.
Alright, now we get altitude cap. I can start thrusting up to keep at 250. I want to speed. I don't have as much control with my setup here as you would in real life, because what you could do is you could set this friction lock to be real tight, so you can just like gently tap on them.
Endeavor 5477 is passing
Right where you want to be.
16,700 feet climbing flight level 210. Endeavor 5477 Washington
That's the same number as us.
0.05 radar contact. Continue to enter.
Huh, it's the same
Delta
number as us.
2240 heavy contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day.
That's because I just used the same call sign. I didn't know what the next one was going to be.
Washington Center Brickyard 5736 heavy is at 8,900 feet, descending 4,000 feet. Brickyard 5736 heavy Washington Center altimeter tree 0.05 radar contact. Continue to Barris. Going to 118.975 Delta 2240 heavy.
Traffic now there.
Piedmont 585 Niner heavy contact New York Center on 128.3.
Piedmont does not have any heavy.
Going to 128.3 Piedmont 585 Niner heavy. Brickyard 5736 heavy contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day. Lindbergh 4411, contact New York Center on 124.625. Good day. 118.975, Brickyard 5736 Heavy. Goodbye. 124.625, Lindbergh 4411. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's gonna feel slow now. We're doing 250, so you know, if you're in a little general aviation airplane, like you dream to go over 200 knots, be 250 in this. It's like, oh my god, we're going so slow. Different jobs, planes.
Washington Center American 1216 Heavy is passing 11,900 feet, climbing flight level 200. Endeavor 5477, contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day.
That's
American 1216 Heavy, Washington Center altimeter 30.04, radar contact, continue to Santo. JetBlue 400 Heavy, contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day.
Going to 118.975, Endeavor 5477.
Going to
New York Center, Endeavor 5477, 8,000 feet.
Endeavor 5477, New York Center altimeter 30.04, radar contact, continue to Minx. New York Center JetBlue 400 Heavy is at flight level 370, descending flight level 350. JetBlue 400 Heavy, New York Center radar contact, continue to Papa Victor Delta.
Alright, should be coming in New York here in a second.
Endeavor 5477, contact New York approach on 124.905. Good day.
124.905, Endeavor 5477. Goodbye. New York approach, Endeavor 5477, 8,000 feet.
Endeavor 5477, New York approach altimeter 30.06, radar contact, continue to Jersey.
Jersey. 6. A little bit fast.
Endeavor 477, you are 29er miles southwest. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 200 knots. Expect ILS runway for approach via Veras transition. Clear to Veras.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 200 knots. Expect ILS runway for approach via Veras transition. Clear to Veras Endeavour 5477.
It's Veras. Should have Veras here. Where's Veras? Oh, it's Veras. I don't have Veras in there. I'll put in the Veras transition. Departure arrival, ILS 4. I put vectors in, that's why Veras. Execute, alright. Legs. Find Veras here, eventually. Veras right there. Give me heading. God damn it. Don't do that. Don't click on heading, you motherfucker. Come on. That's obnoxious, that is. Veras, previous page. Execute. Nav.
Endeavour 5477, please expedite your descent.
Yeah, I'm working on it, you daffy shit. I'm working on it here. Give me a 200 knot speed restriction late. Doing what I can. There's George Washington Bridge. Airport is right up here. Can't see it right now. It's airport's right there. You can see it right there. I don't know why he's got us down to 200. Hello, Zizo. How are you? Also, like looking at the other stuff on the other screens that are just flying. It's amazing how many people are struggling to cool modular engines. It's really not that hard. Just watch my tutorials.
Brickyard 5736 Heavy, you are 9er miles southwest of LaGuardia. Contact tower on 118.7 when inbound. Tower on 118.7, Brickyard 5736 Heavy.
Alright, here's George Washington Bridge. Hopefully they fix this in the new game. If you look here, you can see how, because they're using satellite, it puts this like barrier underneath all the bridges. Kind of wonky. There's, looks like Empire State Building. Kind of looks weird right now. Statue of Liberty. Alright, let's put track hire back on. Alright. Set our performance data in. Alright, scent checklist, land elevation, set fuels checked, TCAS is on, radar is off, CAS is checked. Landing data is set approach frame complete. Scent checklist complete. That would be 4,000 for 3,000. Setting a little low. There we go. Better. 200 knots, we got it out cap, so I gotta keep the speed up here.
Endeavour 5477, descend and maintain 1,800 feet.
It's a little bit early for that, huh? Seeing that,
Descend and maintain
I don't know why it just
1,800
doesn't follow
feet.
the
Endeavour
approaches.
5477.
What are you doing, man? Just go speed, pull it. There we go. I don't need to pull it that far, but... Wish they would just follow the approaches, because we got Benning at 3, and we're going to be south of that. They're giving us Rachel, essentially. We're not at Rachel yet. No, we are going to Rachel. We just passed Benning, so they gave it to us a little bit early. Not too early. That's actually not too bad. Right, so I'm gonna go switch over to heading mode. So straighten up, come on, give it to me. Straighten up the heading bug, heading mode. I'm gonna switch over nav, and I'm gonna switch over to nav for the localizer rather. See when he gives us 1007. How's it going there, Zizo? How are ya? There's Liberty Island right there. I think that's Staten Island. I think it is. I can't remember. The tanks were over here. I don't know. Like, used to go visual to the tanks would be over here. And then you follow the expressway. There's the Brooklyn Bridge right there.
Endeavour 5477, you are 9 miles southwest of LaGuardia. Contact tower on 118.7 when inbound.
Wow, we are so laggy. Struggling here to keep everything going right.
Tower on 118.7 Endeavour 5477. Tower Endeavour 5477 8 miles southwest, inbound ILS runway for approach.
Endeavour 5477 tower. Altimeter tree 0.05.259er at 8. Cleared ILS runway for approach.
Cleared ILS runway 4.
Cleared ILS runway for approach Endeavour 5477.
Endeavour 5477, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 259er at 8. Cleared to land runway 4.
Cleared to land runway for Endeavour 5477.
Our flight attendants advised passenger signs are on. Thrust reverser arm, landing gears down, 3 green slap set 45. 4-lane check is complete, clear to land. Alright, we got traffic somewhere ahead of us. Come on. Gotta add a lot of thrust here. He's over the threshold, I'm slow. Alright, taking off the autopilot. Autopilot's off. A little bit high in the glide slope here. I'm trying to get it before we get to 1,000. There we go. Now it hits me with like a weird trim buffer here, and I gotta fuck with my trim constantly. It's like I'm pushing hard to keep the nose down. I don't know why it does that.
1,000.
A little bit high, not too bad. We're 1 light high, that's it. Alright. Come on, lag. Don't hit me right when I'm trying to land.
500. 400.
Now it's doing the trim shit again.
Sync rate.
300.
Right, we're right on the money there.
200. 200.
A little bit of a left crosswind there. You can see it on the sock.
100.
Sync rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Endeavour 5477 exit runway when able. Endeavour 5477 contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 Endeavour 5477. Goodbye.
Skywest 4060 Heavy.
Ground Endeavour 5477 request taxi to the gate.
Endeavour 5477 taxi to gate 6 using taxiway Alpha Lima cross runway tree 1 Tango Papa cross runway 22 Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Taxiing to gate 6
Not that
using
we're going where
taxiway
that dude
Alpha
told
Lima
us to go,
cross
but-
runway tree 1 Tango Papa cross runway 22 Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Endeavour 5477.
Alright, APU's coming on. APU is on. Transponder is standby off. Slats flap set to 0. Lights are set. Probes are coming off after landing check is complete. Oh, stop. Stop! Give me the right one. Alright, APU's up. Engine 2's coming down. Oh, were you? There, Sergeant. Yeah, I haven't looked too much of how it's going. They said it storm downgraded a little bit, but it was gonna be nasty. Florida's pretty much gonna be uninsurable, you know, pretty soon. It's just it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. You know, the hotter everything gets, it's gonna get worse, and you're gonna get more of these really bad storms all the time, and you know, you can't expect the insurance company to just keep rebuilding the house, and then, you know, federal money has to subsidize the homeowner insurance as it is. And like, there were some in East Boston, they were having a lot of house floods because of, you know, not freak storms, but, you know, climate change storms essentially. And the you know, they had one woman, she had her house rebuilt like 4 times. And so it's, you know, they finally, like, I think told her she has to move, because it's like, you can't rebuild somebody's house 5 times or 4 times or whatever. It's like, eventually you got to be like, that spot needs to go back to nature. You know, you need to put some bluffs in there, and you need to let that spot go back to nature. That's just not a place hospitable to, you know, live in anymore. Because what they do is the insurance companies move out, they jack the rates up, and it's just like, you know, they're going to get their profit. It's not really right to have to rebuild the house 5 times. Alright, engine's coming down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit, and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
Alright, so that was a good flight. Good couple flights there down to Norfolk and back. Alright, that's good flights there. Alright guys, if you liked the video, make sure you like the video. If you knew and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.